Biome facility, somewhere in the US, 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you... Good. He's ready.
Hello everyone, SinisterHeart here, and we're back with another video, this one being The Operator, wherein I think we are trying to piece together some kind of mystery. This seems to be in a somewhat similar vein as Project Deep Web, where we are using evidence, using clues to piece together an overall mystery and progress the story. We're at FDI headquarters in Washington, D.C. at 7:30 a.m. And this is where our story picks up. Do we know our password? Oh, doesn't matter. I just type stuff in. There we go. Federal Department of Intelligence, the truth we seek. FDI. Interesting. Welcome to the FDI. So we're definitely going to go along the route of a UI as the basis for the game. Welcome to the FDI. You are assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Okay. What is the operator program? Operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline. The call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is then forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. The operator program is extremely confidential, so this is how it works. Oh shit. Answer. Mike Trench.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Then we're gonna drink again.
That's what you said last time. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Yeah. I mean, Director Trench.
Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day. All right?
Okay. Xavier Skinner, supervisor.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
Yes.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as
so we have several things we're going to be doing
to link
here.
the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
Nope.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want
Okay.
you to find my age. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here.
Okay.
You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the Applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator
Human
Tanner.
DB.
Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Easy.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
Alright, so I guess we will go forward from here.
Tanner,
First
looks
assignment.
like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire.
Huh.
I have an agent working a homicide.
Okay.
It's her first case, too. Not
Cool.
ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background. I'm patching
forward
the
to
agent through
challenge.
now.
All right. Alexandra Pendle.
It's Operator Tanner, right? I don't
That's
think
right.
our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter? Thanks,
All
operator.
right. Find killer's name.
Okay. I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
All right. So we have surveillance and okay. Cam 02. Is that our Vic? Power poles up. Shot point blank. Okay, and then motherfucker runs out.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl.
Okay. Let's analyze the dude.
Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis.
Okay. Do we get an ID from that? Too low
The footage
quality.
quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator.
All
You'll
right.
need to find another way to ID the killer.
What about the car? Can we get plate it all? CPL 481. Okay, we do have in the applications, the car DB. So let's do CPL 481. And that gets us Ray Wells as the owner. Report stolen, no. Let's first check the name list.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long. And to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
I would disagree. There are no details to be overlooked. I mean, you'd think you'd know that as a... whatever. Okay. Cases. A Pendle. Bar. Let's go back to the cam. Who's our Vic? Henry
Looks like our victim is
Jenkins.
Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Forbidden. Okay, well, let's look at the name list real quick. Something seems a bit off about this whole thing.
I see that you're looking into the names of the people on the list. That's a waste of FDI time and resources, Tanner. Focus on the surveillance footage.
You say so, but why are all these... Okay. I will find the killer's name. So, we had... Okay. It's not reported stolen, so it's probably Ray Wells.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
My killer's at... Whoops, didn't want to do that. Alright, so we need to go to Human DB, Ray Wells. Current possession of drugs with intent to sell, grand theft auto. Okay, so he does have a criminal history. Place of birth, last known address.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Yep, no problem.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
Just trying to dig into the details here, but you're like, don't do that. Whatever, you know. Agent. Most wanted. Fred Smorkinski, wanted for mailing and hand delivering several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities.
Tanner,
Boulder.
I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Barry Walker.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something. God damn it! Who are you? Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know?
You know what I'm saying.
Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions.
Oh, that sucks,
I don't
dude.
have time for this.
I don't have time for your complaining, so if you want to jump to the point, can you tell me about the case?
We got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada.
Dryfield,
Connie Moore's her
Nevada.
name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Okay.
Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns. Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same. She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
Yeah, lucky you. Just cut to the chase, please.
Off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men.
True.
Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
Easy peasy.
Here are the files.
Find inconsistency. So what looks out of the ordinary? Testimony. Alright. Phone wreck. Alright, the victim. Can you tell us about the day you disappeared? Connie, I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or to take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby. What else do you remember about that day? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs, then heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was moving so fast, their ship, the UFO. And then I think it landed to the east. So I decided to head over and see if I could see anything. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour, 45 minutes to get where it landed. Then what? I'm not sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Was there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, there were all around me, the aliens. The room was so bright, it was like I was looking at the sun, only saw their silhouettes. They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about it. The room was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. No doors, no windows, nothing, just whiteness. I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. It's these strange voices, sort of mechanical. And there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Else anything else? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of their drugs or mind probes, I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, someone found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Interesting. So it took her an hour and a half to walk. Hour and a half. Mount Maury. When did she see them? It must have been around 10:15 is when she started going up. And then suddenly all the way over here. Over the ridge of Mount Maury. Okay, this seems to add up. And what about our camera? Alright. Alright. Now that seems a bit off. Now that's really off. The date, I didn't notice the date is from the 22nd. Excuse me, the 21st.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared.
Right.
Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor.
But it doesn't explain what she took a photograph
Locate the position
of.
on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Should have been about right here.
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat
All right.
my goddamn balls.
What the fuck? Failed. What was that about? That doesn't look good. We've been hacked. Hacked by how? Oh, that's one of the most wanted. Hello, Evan. Hello, Hal. Who the heck are you? My name is Hal. That was supposed to be pretty obvious by now. Can you see my cool graphics? What do you want? It's simple. I want the truth. What do you mean? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Yeah. You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Connie Moore. The abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. I did not. I knew I should have kept looking at the list, but they're like, no, this is a waste of time. One last thing, and this is the most important part, there's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. Huh. Great. Alright, log back in. That was strange. So that list, 122 of the 136 are missing? That's a bit strange.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
My computer just crashed.
I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
Alright, I guess we will keep that list in mind and come back to it later, I guess. Whatever cases pop up. I don't know why I lied, but I did. I feel like for right now we need to keep this close to the chest. Interesting. Evan's apartment. 6 a.m. There's some interesting sounds I'm hearing. Alright, let's log back in for day 2, shift 2 of being an FDI operator. Mike. Director Trench.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
I don't think Skinner likes me very much.
I wouldn't worry about him. Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You can tell me, Mike.
Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know, Evan, if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Of course, Director Trench. Okay, well, making a change. Skinner.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case.
Perfect.
I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
All right.
Good morning,
Pendle.
Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
That is weird. Has been tampered with.
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway,
This all
think you can take a
feels
look.
suspicious.
I'm looking for anything that's
The
different
list.
between the first and second half of the surveillance footage.
The missing
Apart
persons.
from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Well, we're gonna watch a guy get shot anyway, so find something different. And noise. I think he's dead. Okay, so what is... What is that? What are you scanning? Light, cool. On at the beginning, but off at the end. Which means he'd have been shot from this angle. Because it probably got popped by the bullet.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out.
I got shot, right?
Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm
What can I
sending you
say?
a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Sure thing. .45 ACP. What can I say?
.45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Sure thing. Oh, it's Hal. Hello, Hal. Look, I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. Go on. You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. Just don't know it yet. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case, but you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense. But you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Sad face. Will you do the deal or won't you? I need your answer and I need it now. I know you could use my help, so... Yes, she could. And you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. Well, that is a tempting offer. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull this big, juicy part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. What if someone asks about this? If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, just say the analysis software restored it. It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So, do we have ourselves a deal? We have a deal. Good. Now give me a few seconds to run my script. Starting Damon, which we saw this in the boot up menu too. Like the terminal's been compromised since the beginning, I think. Alright. Hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little bit later to collect my debt, Evan. Until then. Damn. Alright, let's analyze this dude. Can we get any clear image on who this is? No match.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FBI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
This is our guy, I guess. Image of Wells.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this? Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area
No
immediately.
problem.
Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Just doing my job, what can I say? What do we got? Your debt. Now, about that debt, Evan. Go ahead, I'm listening. Good. Now, I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Catherine Andrews.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Oh. What's this all about,
Okay,
exactly?
I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours.
All right.
Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Damn.
Well,
Probably sounds a little
it
strange.
gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name.
Right.
Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
You got it.
Go
How do you
ahead
know
and
it's not
search
an
them
accident?
in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Citizen database. There's no Sasha Cole in the entire... Okay. You do not have clearance to view this profile. Okay, what about Mia? Same thing.
Just another coincidence, right? Look,
Right.
I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
How can we access their case
You'll
files?
take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
All right. Funny, I was just working on this very thing. Okay, so Hal's gonna get us the case files, and we're gonna look into how to prove that the fire that killed Mia was not an accident, and then try to piece together these missing persons, these murders as one thing. Let's actually look at the name list. Last name Cole. Cole McLean. Sasha. Mia. Their names do not appear.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
I suppose so. Ash sample. Chemical analyzer. Start. Hope I did that right. Alright, what are our results? What do I do with these results? Okay. These values are going to be used by the CSLCA data report. Open the CSLA data report. Okay. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. 5. There we go. Now it should work. Okay, composition, cellulose, gasoline, other non-identified object. Gasoline. Fire was started by gas. There are traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it. Faulty wiring might... You know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you going to do now?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually...
you doing okay?
I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But
Um...
I just never could. She wanted to be a singer.
What is going on?
That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her.
Oh, shit.
Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby.
Holy shit.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Oh,
thanks,
the fuck that
Operator.
was.
Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing how, well, as much as someone
We just
can
started
know how,
disassociating or what?
I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Andrews. Okay. That's bizarre. So, you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the Cole case, it's strange. I would agree. Don't you think? It does seem suspicious, yes. Yeah, it does. I just don't know what they're hiding or why. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going through the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee, if I didn't have a good reason? I have literally no idea. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Director Trench is calling. Be careful. Answer.
Operator Tanner.
Unauthorized
Can I have
access.
a word?
Of course.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Want to catch up on the case?
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed
Okay.
case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you later.
I know that was probably difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As your reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. The reason why I have so much access to the FBI, I used to work there. What do I do now? That would explain how the Trojan was already in the terminal. For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay, so I guess we vanish into the Aether and we come back the next day. Or is it still the same day? Still the same day. Just waiting. Barry Walker.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
Graveyard. Still Operator Tanner.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yes,
Good.
Agent Walker.
You haven't been fired. I
Nope.
was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You
Right.
remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that.
Right.
But I did find something else.
And what would that be? Something disturbing?
You could say that. You could definitely say that.
That's not good.
I found stones.
Oh.
A bunch of stones
Oh.
lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist,
Mm-hmm.
but they look funny to me. Like
Really?
they've been moved, put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit.
Okay.
The team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones,
Oh, God.
they find a body.
Oh, boy.
Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns
Shit.
out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Damn. How many corpses
Hard
are
to
out
say.
there?
But I counted more than 100 stones.
Fuck.
If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the
We have
math.
122 that were missing. From the body and a skeleton?
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner.
Oh.
Real young.
I don't like
Look,
that.
I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton.
Shit.
And they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get
You
me
got
an
it.
ID, Tanner?
Consider it done.
Let me send you the files. Okay.
All right.
Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now, Dr. Jenkins. Wait. What was our guy's name? Henry Jenkins? Right. So clearly this Jenkins from Pendle's case is likely the same Jenkins we have here. Gabby. Let me guess. That name is likely going to be here. Gabby Bruce. Shit. Is that going to be our Dr. Jenkins? It is. It's our Henry Jenkins. It's going to be Gabby Bruce. Missing. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name's on a list from another
Just
case,
when you think
like
this
Connie.
case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at
With a known metacarpal bone
9 years
abnormal
of age.
growth. We need
Starting the
confirmation.
examination now, and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing
right.
and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Okay. Metacarpal bone. Gabby also has an unusual bone
I'll
growth.
be damned. 9 years old, Tanner.
That's terrible.
Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here.
Alright.
Adult male,
Adult
early
male,
60s.
Early 60s.
Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that
Spence.
name is on your magical list too?
Quentin Spence. I feel like that name is. Yep. There he is. Yeah, he's right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been
Missing.
crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Well, let's check real quick. Alright, let's do Eli. Probably still alive, right? Alive. Finnegan Coke. Alive. Caden Thomas. Missing. So everyone who's crossed out has been abducted.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man,
I guess
I'd
there's
say
a
the
Gabby
circle of
Bruce and a
persons are
Gabby
still
Mills.
alive, like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
But that's a man. What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of
What?
the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? I'm sending everything your way. There you go. Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program.
Badge.
Oh.
BMA Technologies, Head of Operations. R&D. Floppy disk 1, study. Upon my arrival at the BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate scientist. Heading up a trial involving FMP1138, a key component of his research. Dr. Isles? Dr. Isles. Is that a name on the list? No. Dr. Isles. Facility Director. Forms your work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. Although I am unaware of the project's source funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. Which makes you think that the FDI or the government is the one who funded this entire thing, which is why it's being kept off the books completely. Okay, FMP 1138. AMPA receptor is a crucial component for excitatory synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. Dysfunction of AMPA receptors have been implicated in various neurological and psychiatric disorders, including Alzheimer's, depression, and schizophrenia. So the experimental drug is a novel selective AMPA receptor potentiator that has shown promising results in preclinical studies. So I'm guessing the drug is meant to re-excite and reactivate those receptors in order to negate the effects of diseases like Alzheimer's, depression, and schizophrenia, which prey on these receptors shutting down. So yeah, it's promoting formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. Okay. So they've already seen that there have been treatments and cognitive abilities and function for a mouse model with Alzheimer's. So it's meant to improve Alzheimer's, depression, schizophrenia. The graph displays the results of a study investigating the effects of FMP 1138 on synaptic connectivity in vitro. Note, unlike Dr. Isles, in this result paper I will use the Little Endian standard. Okay. Before FMP 1138, after FMP 1138. So clear improvement.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury. Similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
To unlock the files, use 105 Endian. Look at that, I'm a fucking genius. Use 105 Endian. Bitchin'. Fine, next step, my confession. If you're reading this, it means I am no longer living and that I've been buried in the Dryfield Desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who might make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was the head of operations at the BioM facility. I am writing this letter because I'm about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I'll most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift blame onto him, but I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. Shit. Next step, Bio-1 facility. Spence worked at the Bio-1 facility.
But that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner.
What can I say?
The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Shit, I guess that's it for today.
Look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions.
Uh-oh.
He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Okay. Trench. About yesterday. Richard Trench, good morning.
Look, about yesterday, this business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
I absolutely understand, Mike.
Guess the FDI has got me wound a little tight these days.
Right.
Well, I'd better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Have a good one, Director Trench. I don't know if I want to have a beer with you. Barry Walker.
Operator Tanner.
It's too late. Still me?
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
No, of course not.
Well, somebody beat me to the facility, Tanner.
Fuck. What happened?
The Bio-1 facility burned down last night, Tanner.
Well, shit.
In flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Goddamn operator program.
Are you the mole?
An investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
All right. Entrance. That's the same guy. I recognize that bald head anywhere. There he is, calmly walking out, and he doesn't have the briefcase anymore. That's gasoline. He's carrying gasoline in. Alright, proves arson. Jerry can. Yeah, that's the same dude who shot our suspect, Ray Wells.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy?
I can try, but I don't think we will. No match.
That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Yeah, take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner?
Same guy. I'll find the code for you. Okay, let's go back to facility entrance. What are you pressing? Alright. 01448585. Confirm.
Let me see if this works.
It will. You're welcome.
All right, I'm in. Damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner! Well, let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the investigative team left behind.
Yeah.
Sure as hell won't be easy. Because this place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility. While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
What am I looking for?
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you. An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, alright?
You got it. I already have that in spades. Also the suspect in the shooting.
Fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation?
Agent
Ouch.
Alexandra Pendle.
Tough draw for the rook. Hold
Yeah.
on. Looks like I found something.
Oh yeah?
What the?
What did you find? Connie.
You see what I'm seeing, Tanner? Looks
What the
like our
fuck?
gal, Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient.
How is that possible?
Beats me. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway.
That's true. Any records on Connie?
Nope. Looks like either the first responders took that info with them or it burned in the fire.
So what do we do now?
Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner.
You
And
got
I'll
it.
contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
Careful, Agent. Alright. Sure, Skinner's gonna love this. Wait. Just when I was starting to miss you. Don't contact Pendle. Why not? Agent Walker, though really grumpy, is right. There is a mole in the operator program. A hairy, stinking little mole, Evan. Could be Skinner. Why do you say that? Overheard him talking about me. You did. I'll keep that in mind. Look, I have a plan, Evan. A plan that will expose our mole and bring out the ghost. A 2-for-1, Hal. Special. The ghost? That's what I'm calling the guy who doesn't appear in your database. Good name, don't you think? He murdered Wells and set fire to the Bio-M facility. I'm pretty sure he killed Mia Cole too. That would make sense, yeah. Go on, tell me the plan. So Walker told you that a team came and logged evidence from the facility. It's now at the FDI, but some of it's been concealed. I can see that from here. Just like the name on Jenkins's list. The evidence room is behind a closed network that, unfortunately, I can't hack into. What's the solution? If we can sneak into the evidence room and access its computer, we can make the hidden evidence visible again. And if we share that information, it will catch the attention of our mole and trigger him, or her, to contact the ghost. That's phase 1. Phase 2, I guess we'll probably find out later. Or right now. Phase 2 is setting the trap for the ghost with Agents Pendle and Walker. But I'll talk more about that later. Are you confident this will work? It's my plan, isn't it? Okay, I've hacked the accreditation server, giving you access permission. It's go time, Evan. So just use my badge? Just use your badge. Now, chop chop. The things I do for you. Alright, I guess we're gonna commit some pretty serious crimes here in a second. Stay calm, act like you belong. No one will question anything. Here we go. Oh, Evan Tanner. This is an old system. Forbidden access. Help. Hal, is that you? Yes, it's me. How am I reading you? Yes, it's me, Hal. Phew, your badge worked. If you can access this computer, can't you make the evidence visible? I can't access everything. The help menu, as boring as it is, was the only thing that loaded from the global FDI network. You'll have to access the files and look for hidden evidence on your end. You'll have to work a little, Evan. Sorry. Getting an error message. Oh, whoops. I forgot to do something on my end, actually. Just a sec. Okay. Just updated your credentials. Look in the hidden column, see if you can find anything evidence from the facility case that you can make visible again. Then come back here once you've done that. Alright. How do I tab? Hidden. Suggest the hard drive. Evidence is visible. I've just had an idea. The list on Henry Jenkins. Do you think it's time we finally discover the name that's been redacted? I mean, it's sort of driving me crazy. Find the appropriate case file and see if you can revert it to the uncensored version. Then come back here. You know, H for Hal. Yeah. Name list. I love that sound. It's like you've won at the evidence room or something. Alright, log out and head back to your desk, but act natural, Evan. Yeah. I always act natural. Nothing to worry about. Hard drive. Oh boy. What took you so long? You said act natural. The drive looks a little damaged. Probably from the fire. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tampered with it too. Can this, like, go faster? Okay, meantime, check out Jenkins' list, see what name they redacted. I'm kind of nervous. Me too. Sasha Cole. Shit. Sasha Cole. So she was a patient as well? Or he, sorry. That means... what does it mean, Hal? What if Agent Walker said about the encircled names is true? Does he not know about me and the baby? I hope not. Anyway, the hard drive had recovered some of the files. That's fortunate. Look, there's a file for Sasha Cole and Connie Moore. Both are password protected. Let's focus on Connie's folder first, see if you can find a way in. Sorry, Evan, you have to work a little more. Sad face. Oh well. Connie. Ash Yates. Please stop. From IT to H. Jenkins. Security risk. Sir, we have noticed that you use your badge ID as your password. We recognize the convenience of this, but in the interest of preventing security breaches, we strongly encourage you to adopt another. Even though your password has more than 4 characters, it is still not secure enough. At your early convenience, please choose a new password. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Samaj, head of IT. H. Jenkins. Do we have his thing anywhere? Wait, graveyard. We have a photo of... What's his face? Henry Jenkins. There we go. Okay, so we can use that as our password for Connie. 40366636200510. Unlock. Excellent. Jenkins badge number? What are people in their password? Anyway, nice work. Now, let's finish setting the trap. I'm guessing there's something in Connie's file we can use to trigger the mole and lure the ghost out from whatever hole he's hiding in. A piece of information, an address, maybe something. Let's look at overview real quick. Top Secret Project Eve. FMP 1138 Mark 6. So February 5th, Connie was spotted by the disposal team near DFBD site around 11:35 and apprehended around 11:50 a.m. She'll be used as a subject for the Mark 6 prototype, which should arrive from the lab tomorrow. Objective: seed abduction and interrogation by extraterrestrials, remove memory of encountering burial site on her hike. Her memory of the events leading up to this moment, other recent claims of alien abduction in Dryfield, subject's inherent belief and interest in the supernatural. Okay. So clear abduction. Lab report, okay. 6th of February, samples arrived. 7th. After the first session, notice the same side effects as usual. Fever is 30% higher than the Mark 5 average, but that was expected. Subject seems very receptive, but given the high fever, only 1 session was undertaken. The 8th, fever increased. 9th, fever starting to decrease. 10th, 2 sessions, fever is stable, although still a bit high compared to Mark 5. 11th, fever decreased, subject is confused. 12th, started phase 2. 16th, subject seems very reactive. Phase 3 is ready to begin. We'll need photographic fakes ASAP. 17th, phase 3 begins. We'll focus on the DFBD objective until we have the photography. 20th, subject's perception of the DFBD site is already modified. Dryfield burial. I'm guessing Dryfield burial site. Brain finally stopped. 21st, faked photograph. Placed by ersatz. 23rd, subject's memory of the picture is altered. 26th, this is like an MK Ultra type of thing. We're now using this to influence and like brainwash people. Infusion stopped. March 1st, control sessions are fine, some hesitations, but since anchors are strongly aligned with objectives, appears to be working. The 3rd, objectives are now deeply rooted. 5th, sedation stopped. Conclusions, Mark 6 is very promising. 30% more efficiency overall, but 40% more fever, which is going to be a problem for the most fragile subjects. We'll keep Mark 5 as the standard for now, aiming for Mark 7 to address issues with fever. Send report. 442 Wakehurst Avenue, Spring Valley, New York. This address is perfect, Evan. Given the messed up things Jenkins was doing, I'm sure they'll want to keep this lab a secret. Now what? Now it's time for Phase 2. We have 2 agents looking for the ghost, Walker and Pendle. Time we put them to use. Let me check something. Okay, Pendle is closer to the lab. Contact her and send her the address. Whoever is monitoring communications between the agents and the operators will see it. Am I putting Pendle in harm's way? She's a big girl, Evan, and she won't be alone. Go ahead and contact Skinner so you can contact Pendle. You got it. I'll get back to you later.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
I have information for Agent Pendle, sir.
What kind of information?
An address linked to the murder of Wells.
All right. I'm forwarding the call, Tanner. But I hope you're not just sending Pendle on some wild goose chase.
I wouldn't do that, Skinner. I'd send you on a wild goose chase because I don't like you, but not Pendle.
Operator Tanner, what can I do for you?
I have footage of Wells' killer committing arson via a case Walker is working.
What? You're kidding. Okay, so our murderer likes to play with fire too, huh? This guy just gets better and better. By any chance, did any clues pop up where we might locate him?
Actually, yes, I got an
To
address linked to
Jenkins?
Jenkins.
So it comes full circle, does it?
Seems like it.
Whatever that address is, I'll take it. Nice. So what exactly is this place? If Wells Killer's there, I assume it's not a
petting zoo. I think it's
I
Jenkins'
see.
laboratory.
Well, I'm on my way. I'll contact you when I get there. Thanks, Tanner. Maybe
Yeah.
now we can finally book this guy.
I'll be waiting. Be careful, he's dangerous. Alright. Later that day. Answer.
Tanner, I'm at the lab.
What do you see?
The door was unlocked, actually.
That's concerning.
It's real weird in here, Tanner. Like everybody suddenly took off, but left all their beeping lab equipment behind.
Because
But
they
I
were
don't see
tipped
any
off.
sign of Wells' killer. Looks like a dead. Shit!
Drop the phone. Slide your gun over to me. Slowly.
Fuck.
On your knees, Agent Pendle.
You? How do you know my name?
You might want to close your eyes.
You don't want to do this. I'm a federal agent.
Don't tell me.
Walker, FBI, drop the gun!
Thank God Walker's there.
Drop the gun! Move away from her! Now! It's locked! What did you do? Hands up! Turn around! Turn around! Hands on your head! Pendle, you okay? Walker, we have a problem here. What do you do? Open the door now!
Is he gonna flood
It's
with
not
Mark
opening,
7?
Walker. Open the door now! Operator, you there?
Talk to me.
There's a bomb! This
Oh
bullheaded
my God.
psycho has trapped me in a room with a bomb! It's my third day!
Oh my
The
God,
display says
Pendle.
20 minutes and 21 seconds, and
Fuck,
it's
fuck,
ticking
fuck,
down.
fuck,
You
fuck.
gotta help me here. Come right back. Understand me, Tanner? You come right back.
Yeah. Yep, you got it. Come on. No, take your time.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
Pendle's locked in a room with the
Okay,
bomb.
let me think. Unfortunately, our more seasoned operators are presently occupied.
Of course.
I'd send a team, but they'd arrive much too late. That means you'll have to defuse the bomb, Operator.
You got it. What do I have to do?
I'm sharing the FDI's bomb defusal manual. You haven't gone through bomb training yet. You have no choice.
That's fine.
What I'm
That's
about
fine.
to tell you
That's
is
fine.
important.
Okay.
Do not
Let's
read the entire manual. You don't have time.
Okay.
Stay calm and follow the instructions from
From the beginning. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. What does the bomb look like?
There are wires, a controller, a battery, a keypad, and, a display, I guess. And operator, make sure you follow the instructions at the beginning. I really don't want to go out like this.
Okay, so we need to start with keypad. Simply need to cut its red wire. Okay. I want you to cut a wire. Keypad. Cut the yellow wire.
Are you sure, operator?
Yes.
I hope you're right. Okay, I'm cutting the wire. Oh, it's done.
Okay.
The bomb's still ticking.
Display. I want you to... Can I get its own mass? Power off the screen.
How do I do that? Wait. I see it. Little switch next to the screen. Okay, it's switched off.
Okay, I want you to cut wire. Yellow wire. From the display. Yellow wire.
I hope you're right. All right, It's cut.
Okay, I want you to cut a wire from the display, cut the red wire.
Here goes, operator. It's done.
Okay, I want you to power on the screen.
I'm pressing the switch. The screen is still off, but I guess that's normal.
Okay, I want you to power off the screen.
Okay, it's switched off.
Next is receptor. I don't see a receptor at all. There's no receptor. Okay, autonomous. ABM. These modules only. Once every module that requires syncing has been disconnected, follow the 1.2 or 1.1. Disconnect masses. Disconnect masses, you'll need to cut all the green wires of each module when such a wire is present, except for the power and explosive module. Okay. About the bomb. Tell me about the wires.
There are a lot, but I'll try. The power module.
As
It's the
red and
battery.
black power,
Has 2 wires, a
red
red
and
and a
black.
black. 2 wires are connected to the explosive, a red and a black one.
Red and
the
black.
display and the numpad have 4
Display.
wires each, a red, a black,
Red,
a
black,
green,
green,
and a yellow.
yellow, numpad, red, black, green, yellow. Okay, so cut all the green wires for each module when such a wire is present, except for power and explosives. So just display and numpad. I want you to cut a wire for the display, cut the green wire.
Please, please, please. I'm still alive.
Okay.
For now, anyway.
And for the numpad, cut a wire for the keypad, green.
All right, I'm cutting it. Done.
Okay, then follow the 3.1, follow 3.2. Okay, disconnect the power module by safely cutting its black wire. I want you to cut a wire for the battery, cut the black wire.
Here we go. I'm alive.
Okay, we did
Does that
it.
mean it worked?
We did it. Yes, it worked.
Oh God, thank you. I just need a few minutes, maybe a vacation too.
That's fair. Here when you're ready.
I have to say, I'm impressed, Operator Tanner. Not
Oh,
many would have managed their way through a situation like that without
literally
proper
defusing
training.
bombs over here.
You saved the life of an FDI agent today, and preserved valuable evidence as well. Well done, Operator. I think I was wrong about you. Once you're done conversing with Agent Pendle, go home and get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Bright and early.
Operator, are you there?
Yep. I'm here.
Thank you. You saved my life today.
What can I say? Just doing my job.
Look, Walker's apprehended Wells' killer.
Okay.
He's taking him back to the department where he'll interrogate him tomorrow.
We'll probably be killed.
I don't know what we'll find here at the lab if we find anything at all. But I'll keep you in touch. Now I just need somebody to open this goddamn door. Thanks again, Operator.
Not a problem.
Bye, Operator.
Ah, man, oh man. Crazy. What a crazy day. Okay, I guess we power off and head home. All right. Pendle.
Hey, Tanner. Man, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Just kept going over and over everything that happened at the lab. You know, you and Agent Walker saved my life. I don't think I'll ever be able to pay you back for that. But I haven't reached out just to get all cheesy on you. I got an update on the case.
Found something at the lab?
Oh, yeah. You could say that. Much of it is still
Really?
classified, given its ongoing status.
Right.
But there are some things I can share since they're related to your caseload. Not sure
Perfect.
I understand everything, but it looks like Jenkins was into some super shady memory research.
MK
I
Ultra
mean,
type shit.
it definitely wasn't FDA approved. I'm sending you the files now. Maybe it will
Bitchin'.
clarify some things for you.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later, Tanner.
Thank you. Pendle? Okay, dear Eve. My dearest Eve, it's been 8 long years since our beloved Andrea left us, and 4 years since you left me. During this time, I have worked tirelessly in hopes of one day making this world a better place. Today, I finalized a contract for what I believe will be the final stage of my research. I have named the project after you, my darling. I don't know where the source of my funding is coming from, but it is of little importance. It has provided me with all the money that I will ever need to see my work through. If I'm successful, which I believe I will be, people will no longer have to live with their traumas. Traumas and painful events can be erased from the mind. Imagine how wonderful that will be. If such a procedure had been available 8 years ago, neither you nor myself would have suffered the way we did when our beautiful 16-year-old daughter left this world, and you would still be alive to this day. I will do what I have to complete my research. I am so close. And even if I have to sacrifice 1,000 lives, as hard as that will be, it'll be worth it, as millions one day will be saved. I love you, Eve, and I always will. Henry. So it seemed like a somewhat noble quest. Likely to alleviate traumas, to alleviate depression, similar to what we've seen, motivated by the loss of his wife and the loss of his child. Vials. Mark 6, Project Eve, Connie Moore, production samples, oh shit. How? That's not exactly how I pictured the trap working, but we got the ghost. And maybe Walker can find out who he's working for when he questions him later. But, more importantly, you have saved Agent Pendle's life. I guess you're kind of a hero now. Just doing my job, Hal. I have another opportunity for you to be a hero, Evan. It's urgent, in fact. Are you ready? Fine, what can I do? So, after you prove the fire at Mia's wasn't an accident, Andrews jumped back into the case. And after certain evidence finally finished being processed, she spotted something she missed before. There was a bug in Mia's apartment. Somebody was watching her. I'll spare you the technical details, but in examining this bug, I found a second video feed. Turns out, this feed is routed to the same destination as the bug in Mia's. Whoever was watching Mia is watching this other feed too. I'll patch Andrews through. Fine, put her through.
I told you we'd be working together again, didn't I?
You did.
So I guess Hal has filled you in. The deal is this. If we can find out who's watching these feeds, we can find our mole. But first things first. We need to identify the person being watched in this second feed. Can you help me, operator?
You got it.
Thanks, Tanner. Okay, here's the feed. Hal told me that to share it, I had to type in, press this, and then... All right. You should have access now. Send me the name of the person via the human DB as soon as you have it. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Surveillance. Video feed. Live feed. I don't see anyone. But this is quite a shithole. What is that? Bucket filled with water. Water leak. What is that? Meow. Oh my god. Is this our apartment? This is our apartment. It's us. We're the person being watched. Fuck.
Yeah, right, Tanner. Wait, you're kidding, aren't you?
What the fuck is going on? I have no idea what is going on. I don't know either, Evan. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you're wrapped up in this. Really. But you can trust me, Evan. You have to trust me. I'm going to prove that you can, okay? I'm going to prove once and for all that you can trust me, that I'm on your side. The fact that you're being watched means you're not on their side. I know that now. There's a file hidden on your computer, somewhere no one would think to look. At least, not at first. You can unlock it by using Alice as the password. Go ahead, Evan. Trash. Alice. Okay, Alice. If you're reading this file, it's because I have trusted you to reveal my true identity. My name is Alice Truman, but you know me better as Hal. I was an operator in the operator program under Supervisor Xavier Skinner. In fact, I was the operator that you replaced. I had been an operator for only a few months when I started noticing strange occurrences. When I began to look into these matters, I was quickly met with resistance. It soon became apparent that the only way to truly investigate these matters without putting my life in danger was to quit, or rather not to arouse suspicion, but get fired from my job as an operator, which I did by pretending to be incompetent. On the outside, I adopted the alias Hal, and using the skills I learned even before my days at the FDI, picked up my investigation where I left off. I am a hacker, a damn good one too. But as good as I am, the FDI has proven a worthy adversary. With one of the most advanced security systems in the world. To access their systems, I need someone on the inside. And that person is you. Maybe it's funny, but I discovered that the trash is the only part of the computer that's not reset between one operator leaving the program and another joining. So I left this file there for you. And I have used your computer as a backdoor into the FDI terminal system. Thank you. And well, there you are. Now you know who I am. You can still leak my identity and get a nice, fat reward and spend the rest of your days drinking margaritas on a beach somewhere if you want. But now that you know what you know, I'm hoping that you'll continue to fight alongside me so that one day we can expose them, whoever they are and however powerful they are. What do you say? Who exactly is them? They are known as, quote, the Organization. A shadowy group whose influence runs deep throughout our country, throughout the world for that matter. I believe they're the ones who funded Jenkins' project, Eve. And I believe they're the ones who are watching you too. I trust you. I know you're scared. I'm scared too. But we have to keep going, Evan. We have come so far. Speaking of which, I found more or less where the feed of your apartment is ending up. Skinner's office. Or trenches. Yep. It's ending up at the FDI headquarters, Evan. Someone in your building is watching you. I bet we were part of Project Eve. We were a successful case where our mind was brainwashed. And right now, we are in it. The signal is behind a closed network. Looks like our mole is an FDI superior. Either Skinner or Trench. But I can't learn more from there. You're compromised, so we'll have to send Andrews in from her branch office. We'll sneak her into the part of the building where I think the signal is ending up. I'll contact you once she's there. Your head must be spinning, but sit tight, okay? I'll try my best.
The people who were watching Mia are watching you?
Yep. I don't understand either.
What is going on? And the feed is ending up at headquarters? Maybe
Yep.
I shouldn't be surprised. Still, I am. Okay, I'm on my way, Tanner. We'll get to the bottom of this.
That's what I'm hoping for. Well, this isn't good. Perry Walker.
Operator Tanner.
Yep. Agent
You
Walker.
all right, Tanner? You sound kind of funny. Look, I'm down here in the basement with this guy, you know? Mr. Not in any of our databases.
Mm-hmm.
Real piece of work, let me tell you.
I'm sure.
And there's a bit of a hiccup. He
Lovely.
says he'll talk.
Okay.
But he'll do it under only one condition.
Yeah.
He says he'll only talk to you. You gotta do the questioning.
Huh.
My 2 cents?
That's weird.
This guy, I mean, he's a real pro. We won't get anything out of him unless we play ball. That's just the way it is.
All right. What should we do?
It's a bit unorthodox pulling an operator into an interrogation, I realize. But if you talk to him, maybe we can find out who this guy is. why he's been doing, what he's been doing.
Right. Of course, I'll do it.
I'm putting the phone down between me and our little friend here.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Tanner.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I have a deal for you. I'll answer your questions, but you have to answer mine. And I will know if you lie.
Oh,
so
okay.
don't.
What do you want to know?
Because I'm a cooperative individual, I'll answer this one for free. There are some things I'd like to clarify. Bits of information that I'm lacking. I
Okay,
have reason to
go
believe
for
that
it.
you, Mr. Tanner, can help me fill in those blanks.
Right.
So every time you answer one of my questions, if I feel you've been honest, I will answer one of yours. Why
Alright.
don't we try one?
Okay.
I'll start. Do you know why I wanted to talk to you? Specifically, you, Mr. Tanner?
I have no idea.
See? You told the truth. That wasn't so hard, was it? Now, you can ask me a question. Go
Alright.
on. I'm ready.
What is your full name?
My name? I have no name. My previous identity was erased when I started doing what I do. Even if I gave you my old name, you wouldn't find it in your database. I've been expunged.
Government
They are
contract
quite
killer.
thorough.
I'm sure they
Now,
are.
Who is
Or
Mike
part of the
Trench,
organization.
Mr. Tanner?
Who is Mike Trench? My friend and operation program director.
Ah, I see. Your turn, Mr. Tanner.
Okay. What do you know about the
I'm
organization?
sorry, but that topic is verboten. I don't talk about the organization. That would be a death wish. You can ask me another question, Mr. Tanner.
Alright. What do you know about Project
The fact that you're
Eve?
even mentioning its name means I've failed. The goal of Project Eve was to develop a means to alter personal memory, plant new, false memories.
Right, so that probably happened to
and
us.
real memories. Quite valuable. It was started and led by Dr. Henry Jenkins.
So
but it
who
was
are we
canceled
really?
After there was a leak. There were over 100 test subjects in Project Eve. When a subject died, which often happened, the subject was buried in the desert, out by Dryfield, at the DFBD. That's all I know about Project Eve. What do you know about Sasha Cole? All right.
Who is your contact at the FDI?
That subject is out of bounds. I
Of
never
course.
expose the persons I work for
Why would you?
or with. That would be unprofessional. You can ask me another question, Mr. Tanner.
Okay. What is your objective?
My main mission is to cover up any canceled projects. That's why I'm working on Eve. I'm supposed to make it seem like it never existed at all.
Right.
How did you come to retrieve the missing footage from the garage? How? That's really interesting. Now
Guess
you
we
can
got the
ask me a
truth.
question.
I'll retrieve it for me. Why did you kill Ray
Ray
Wells? The man in the parking garage.
Right. I hired him for a job. I needed to kill Jenkins, and I didn't want to expose myself. He was an easy target, an addict, a junkie, someone willing to do just about anything for a few dollars. We agreed to meet in the garage once the job was done. There, I killed him, and erased the surveillance tape so that nothing could lead back to me.
Well,
Or
that didn't
so
work.
I thought. And do you know Hal's true identity?
Yes.
Sorry? What? We'll talk about this later, Tanner.
What's Hal's name?
It's my turn to ask a question.
You're right. It is.
What do you know about Sasha and
I
Mia
know
Cole?
that Sasha Cole is missing, and that I killed Mia Cole by setting fire to her
Are we
apartment.
Sasha Cole?
She was digging around, asking too many questions. At the time, my mission was to ensure the investigation of Sasha Cole would hit a dead end, go
Right.
nowhere. I don't know anything more about this subject. I only know what was necessary to do my job. What is Hal's true identity?
I won't tell you that.
In that case, I think we're done here.
I think we
I'll
are.
take things from here. Come on, let's go, Mr. No Name. Back to your palatial cell. Tanner, you and I'll talk later.
Understood, Agent Walker. Damn. Andrews is in the building, Evan. Are you ready? let's do this. Alright. She's in the elevator going up. She'll be calling you soon. In the meantime, let me bring you up to speed. Our goal is to access the server room on the 11th. But first, Andrews will enter a technician's locker room on the same floor to grab a key. With the key, she can enter the room and can find out who our mole is. Why the server room? Once Andrews plugs in the server device that I gave her, it will give us access to every sub-network in the FDI. Wherever the source of this video feed is, and whoever's behind it, we'll find out there. I don't think I should ask Mike for his help. No. I know Mike is your friend, but we have to handle this on our own, Evan. Contacting Trench will bring too much attention and alert the mole to our presence. This is our last chance. Understand, it's now or never. Andrews has memorized the floor plan, but let me give you access to the security cameras to assist her. One last thing. No matter what happens, no matter what we find out, thank you. You're not such a bad operator after all, Evan. Maybe even better than I was. Smiley face. Alright.
Tanner, are you there? Okay, I'm on the 11th outside the door. Not gonna lie, I'm a bundle of nerves. Breathe, Catherine, breathe. You see me, right? Oh no. Bad news, Tanner. The code Hal gave me isn't working. Not the start I was hoping for.
Alright, so I guess we gotta figure out what the code is. Okay, change of plans. Send Andrews down to the 8th. Your floor, actually. No code is needed to get inside. From there, he'll guide her to the emergency stairway, which you can use to go back up to the 11th. Can this, like, fucking type slower? Goddamn.
What? That's the operator floor. Can I bring you a coffee or anything? Sorry, I tend to make bad jokes when I'm nervous. Okay, on my way.
Okay, I'm sending you the floor plan for the 8th, Evan. I'll have to guide her. Alright.
Okay, I'm back down at 8. Just one problem. I don't know this floor, Tanner. But I guess you probably do, right?
Yep.
Anyway, I'm in the entrance, doing my best not to look suspicious. But it's hard when you're basically waiting in a pool of your own sweat. Where do I go? Okay, I'm heading back up to 11. Follow me on the cameras.
There she is.
Alright, I'm back at 11, outside the stairway door. What do? I assume I can't knock.
Catherine's at the stairway door. Just a second, I'm checking something. Okay, she should be able to use her badge.
Okay, I'm in the hallway, en route to the locker room. Looks clear. Follow me on the cameras.
There she is.
Someone's coming. Close call. Tell me when it's clear.
No. Alright, I guess all clear.
Game on. approaching the technician locker room. I'm not hearing any noises from inside. That's good. You gotta be kidding me. The locker room needs a code too. I know it's the FDI, but this is excessive.
Okay, so we need a code for the locker room. Unfortunately, I can't figure that out from here. You and Catherine will have to figure that out on your end. But I have an idea. I'll connect you to the lock system, giving you access to the logs. You and Catherine will try different codes and check the logs. You should be able to reverse engineer and find the correct code. Think of it as a game. All right.
Try some codes? Seriously, that's our plan, Tanner?
2. There we go. 73512.
Okay, I'm going in. Are you following me on the camera?
I am now. Locker room.
I'm in. All right. Time to find the right locker. Should be this one. Okay. I'm gonna need a minute to pick this. In the meantime, make sure the path to the server room is clear. It should be, but just check.
Someone's out front.
What? Okay, well, make them go away, Tanner.
How do I do that? Understood. On the front door of the server room. What? I guess floor 11 changed their seating configuration. Send me the person's ID, I'll see what I can do. Okay. Who are you? Rebecca Davis. Give me a few seconds and then play along. Okay.
Rebecca Davis.
This is IT. Your computer has an issue.
Who am I speaking to?
This is Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith? Really? Because on my end it says Evan Tanner.
Shit.
Why does it say Evan Tanner when your name is actually Matthew Smith?
Not sure. My name is Matthew Smith.
So, this is Matthew Smith, even though it says your name is Evan Tanner. And you said you're from IT? Is that it?
Technically, I'm an operator.
Why is an operator working in the IT department?
Sometimes operators do IT
They
too.
do? I thought operators assisted field agents with their requests. I didn't know they
Oh my
installed
God.
firewall too. You know, I just thought of something. Usually when I deal with IT, I deal with Chuck Beatner.
He's out sick today. The flu.
Really? In the 10 years that I've known Chuck, he has never missed a single day. Not once. He's like the Iron Man of the FDI. But can we just put a pin in this talk of Chuck for a second and go back? You said you spotted an issue with my computer. What was the issue?
Unusual activity on your computer.
Unusual activity? To be honest, the only unusual activity is this conversation that you and I are having. And why does it have to be dealt with right now? During normal working hours?
Just following orders, Mr. Davis.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the situation. So, what would I have to do to fix this issue?
Take a break. I'll take care of everything.
Take a break? That's going to be hard. I'm working on something, actually. Cafeteria finance report.
Oh,
You'd
wow.
be shocked to learn how much the FDI is spending on tapioca pudding. How long do you think this would take to fix?
Just a few minutes, ma'am.
Just a few minutes. Well, in that case, I think I'll stay here and read my magazine. It's a new
But-
magazine. It has that nice, new magazine smell. Know what I mean? But you just said, look, maybe I'm overreacting, but little alarm bells are suddenly going off in my head. So just to be safe, I think I'll go report this interaction to security in person. I'm sure you can understand.
Go for it.
Have a nice day.
Well, you got her away from her desk anyway. True that she's on her way to security, but we'll worry about that later. Becca's gone.
Who?
Go, go, go.
Never mind. Anyway, it's taken me forever. But I've almost
Go
Should
for
be
it.
there in a few seconds. Follow me on the cameras. I'm in.
Server room, okay. I'm in. Okay, now what?
All right, time to plug Alice's device in. Okay, it's plugged in.
Alright, device has been plugged in. Alright, let me check. Uh-oh. FDI threat level alert code red. Intruder detected on the premises as a lockdown.
What's going on, Tanner? Am I spotted?
This because of Rebecca? No. I don't think they'd trigger an FDI-wide alarm for that. Has she been spotted? No. She'd already be in cuffs if that were the case. Make sure Andrew stays put. I've almost found out who our mole is. It's not for you, keep going.
Okay.
Who is our mole? Skinner? Trench? Hal? Who is the FDI's mole? I'm not sure you want to know, Evan. It's Trench. Who is it? Oh! Yeah, that's still that mile away. Mike? Alright.
Trench is working with them. And this goes all the way to the top.
Yep. Logged into his computer and found something. What? I'm reading an email. It says, Project Operator enters Phase 3 and Sasha Cole is ready. If you need consult, the folder and the password is whatever that is. Sincerely, Sasha Cole files and facilities, one we recognized. Alright. Unlock. Let me guess. I am Sasha Cole. Evan Tanner is Sasha Cole. From March 4th, 1992.
Okay. This is Dr. Jenkins here with control session number 24 for the patient, Sasha Cole. The patient is under trichlorohydrin and has received 10 cc's of FMP 1138 Mark 5 2 hours before the following session. All right, let's begin. You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial
And
life?
that's where our story started.
Are you currently restrained? Are you married?
And that's where there's a hesitation.
Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Tanner?
Yep.
Good. He's ready.
Oh my god. Evan, look. Oh shit. The ghost has escaped and killed Trench. That's the reason for the alert. Oh my god, he's coming for you. Get out of there. The baby. It's time to go. Gosh, oh geez, so fuck.
Who I am. Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Tanner?
Oh. Is that really how this ends? Video feed FDI parking 2. Shit. Skinner wasn't. Skinner was on our side the entire time. Fuck. We've lost Tanner. I haven't heard from her, and I don't think so. Told you this would happen, Alice. We should never have included him. Ghost used Evan's badge to get to the 8th floor. He wants to wipe all evidence from his computer. We have to stop him. I'll warn security. I'll update our contact. Understood. Frame 1, connect Horizon News private. I have good news and bad news. We discovered that Trench is the mole. He's been working for the organization, maybe for years. Director of the FDI. Incredible. And the bad? One of my contacts was killed in the process, and the ghost escaped. Are we compromised, Alice? I don't know. I'll keep you in touch. Xavier, are you there? He was just killed, wasn't he? Sorry, my hand slipped. I'm here, Hal. No, he's not. He's dead. He was killed. Video Connect FTI L8 Supervisor. Alert, intrusion detected. Fuck. Alice Truman. So that's your name, is it? Go fuck yourself. Yes, that's your name, alright. You should have left well enough alone, Alice. These deaths are all your fault. You won't get away with this. Oh, I doubt that very much. As I'm sure you'll soon end our connection, I'll say farewell. I look forward to meeting you one day, Alice, in person. We're exposed. Time to cut the cord. Understood. Well, we tried. Launched new protocol. Now we're playing as Alice. Alice Truman. Reward 1.5 million. Are there other... FTI operator Evan Tanner, double agent, killed his supervisor in cold blood. Fuck. Horizon News Agency office accidentally burns to ground, 21 dead. FTI agent Barry Walker shot dead moments before testimony in biomedical trial. Fuck. FBI director takes own life amid allegations of double agent recruitment. Missing Alexandra Pendle. Meaning, fuck. She's likely being brainwashed as we speak. FDI agent Catherine Andrews sentenced to life for espionage after capture an FDI server room. Fuck. Was that it? There's more to it than meets the eye. Something tells me this isn't necessarily the end. There's more to it than meets the eye. Somewhere in Paris, France. 2024. Like 2 weeks ago.
Is it done?
No, sir. He's not here. Do you think it's her?
Check his computer.
Who is he?
It's her, sir. The message says they know.
Burn the place.
Understood.
You better find it before she does, or we're done for.
Alright, so that really was all there was to The Operator. It was a fairly brief game. It ends on a pretty big cliffhanger and really left me wanting more. I figured the game would be longer with the direction they were pulling us in, but it felt like right as we were getting to the juiciest part of the story, it just kinda ends. So I don't know if there will be a DLC coming out, if there will be a sequel, I'm not sure. But the dev did say that there isn't much replay value, but if you want to go check out the game yourself, I highly encourage you to. It's fun to kind of dig around, piece together different puzzles. There are a few achievements I didn't quite get myself, so you're always able to go get those yourself. Otherwise, I'll leave a link down to the Steam page in a pinned comment. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on the game, where you think it will go in the future, and any suggestions for future games you'd like me to play. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Otherwise, I've been SinisterHeart, and I will see you in the next video.